Okay, for project news this month, well, we didn't have a hangout last month, so we're kind of playing a little catch up here. Uh, we had our 2.4.2 release and also 2.4.2 release P1 and 2.3.5 release P1. Primarily security and bug fixes, some features in there on 2.4.2. You can check out the blog and that I've linked there and the previous release blog post as well. If you're not on those latest releases yet, you want to make sure you get updated to those ASAP. Make sure everything's current. We have an article up on Snort and Open App ID for application detection that we put up, and our documentation on the wiki has been beefed up a little bit in the last couple of months, so check that out too. Netgate, we were at the DPDK Summit, FDIO Mini Summit, and AWS reInvent conferences. For a variety of different things we're checking out. We announced our new Netgate products, Tensor and Scalar. They're based off of VPP from FDIO for a data plane, but we may also support NetMap in the future. It's based on VPP because it's capable of performance far beyond the FreeBSD or Linux kernel networking. It's just blazingly fast. Currently using Linux as a base OS to run VPP in our Tensor setup at the moment. So far, we've tested it with 40 plus gigabit per second IPsec. And some very, very impressive numbers all around with it. It's just a beast. We got the Tensor product is high throughput, enterprise focused. Scalar is small, medium business. Tensor is going to be focused on CLI, and Scalar will have a web interface as well as a CLI. It's all hooked back through a REST conf API, so you'll be able to hook that into your orchestration management of choice. And the first thing we're going to have out is for Tensor is AWS Transit VPC. So if you have different instances running in VPC in different regions, a Transit VPC will connect your instances in those regions together at super high bandwidth between them if you need to communicate between the regions with any kind of speed, and that's going to be a pretty fun thing to deal with there. It's a pretty interesting thing we'll be getting into. So we also posted a little sneak peek of our upcoming C3000 based platform called the PLCCB. There's a link there on Twitter that's got some pictures or screenshots of the GUI running on it. It's a C3000 CPU. It's got a built-in switch. The exact specs, I don't think they're set in stone yet. We've got a couple different models we're looking at. Also our Netgate office is moving. If you're doing anything as far as placing new orders, doing RMAs, anything like that, next month, I think the middle of next month, the office is going to be moving. We're trying to do everything we can to minimize any kind of delay or anything disruption in lead times and delivery.